Alright, so welcome back for another video. This morning we're hiking out to a place called Spruce Flats Falls here in the Tremont section of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Last few days the weather's been really rough. It's raining again this morning. A lot of downed trees. You know, this is definitely a little bit more of an adventure than it would have been had it not been for the weather over here recently. As you can tell, I'm breathing kind of heavy. It's a fairly steep ascent, you know, from where this trail starts to get up here on this ridge, and then you hike for a while till you make a steep descent down to the falls, which should be fun, especially as wet and slick as it is on these leaves. Ooh. Yeah, makes it fun. This trail, I don't remember exactly. Last time I was here was 2013, so it's been a while. But yeah, this trail, I think it's 8/10 of a mile roughly out and then 8/10 back, so not terrible. It is not necessarily marked the greatest, although it's gotten better from the first time I did this, because as you see, they've got, you know, they mark it with the, now they put this on here. It didn't used to say anything other than falls trails. So we're going to hike out, try to make it to the falls, and then set up, take some images. We'll see how that turns out. Now what I will do, you know, since the last time I was here was 2013, I did capture an image when I was out here that one of my most favorite images ever. At that time I was shooting the Nikon D3 on that January morning. I think it was January 3rd, 2013. You know, I was using 18 to 35, f4 to 5.6 if I had to guess. Don't think I had a circular polarizer at the time, you know, but I did use that lens and capture a great image. For many years I had that picture blown up and done on canvas and hanging on my office wall. You know, when I left the job I had at that time, I gave that image to one of the people at the plant who said they really liked it, and I've never reprinted it. Shame on me. But I'll throw that image in here as I continue this hike, and I'll get back to you here once we get to the falls, God willing. So, in the book, it says this is a moderate hike. Folks, it's not. It's a lot more difficult than they lead you to believe, especially if you do it like I did. All right, taking yourself a little detour, having to climb straight up the mountain. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. I don't encourage that of anybody. All right, I've been on this trail now for, I don't even know, I haven't even looked, a long time. Finally, I'm working my way around. I can now see the falls. All right, it's beautiful as I remember it. But I'll tell you one thing. They say the descent is steep to get to it. They ain't a kidding. It's very steep. Almost, it's not straight up and down, but it's pretty nasty. I mean, here, look. You can see, and you can see where I came from. All right. This is very difficult. Now, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. But if you're going to do it, don't do it like I did. Don't come out here, one, by yourself, two, on a rainy day, and certainly stay on the trail. Don't lose it, which isn't easy because this isn't the easiest trail to follow, at least in the rain, you know, when the leaves are covering the bulk of it. So, you know, be careful here. I'm going to make my way down to the falls and set back up and get back with you here in a minute. All right, so I made it down here to the falls. Hopefully you can hear me over it. You know, a little different today than it was almost 11 years ago. Like, it was January 3rd, I think, of 2013 was the last time I was out here. You know, so what do I mean by that? If you look here, This tree and everything is draped across here. I don't remember that being here. That kind of detracts from the image. All right, but I'm set up in a similar spot to where I was in 2013, trying to take a similar image. See if it turns out, and I don't like the distraction of the tree there, but it is there, and I'm going to capture it anyway because I like capturing things basically the way that nature presented them to us. All right, so what am I doing? I'm using a circular polarizer. You know, I got the Canon R5, 15 to 35. I'm sitting at 35. All right, you can see here's the back of my camera. All right, zoomed in using, you know, these, you know, you can see the stones out here. It's really foreground elements, waterfall leading up the side. Now I've zoomed in and I've tipped down a little bit here to try to keep the sky out of it because there's nothing in the sky. All right, so I'm f11, 8/10 of a second. All right, take the image. All right, and it'll be good. All right, always use a circular polarizer if you got it. What that'll do is it'll give you the ability to see through the water. All right, cuts down some of the glare and looks a lot better, in my opinion. You don't have to use it, but if there's any one thing you want to have, it's a circular polarizer. Now, what I would like to do, although I'm not sure I can do it because I'm out here by myself, is go up here closer to the top fall, but we'll see what happens here in a few minutes. I'm going to, you know, take a couple more images and see if I can find something else. All right, so I did climb up over some of the rocks. Did capture a couple of different images up from a different plateau. You know, I will, well, first of all, I did use the same settings, nothing out of the ordinary. F11, all right, ISO 100, just different, you know, anywhere from 15 to 35, 8/10 of a second roughly for shutter speed. All right, anything that I got there, all right, turned out, I'll put it in right now. All right, I'm getting ready to make the hike back over the mountain back to my car. Hopefully I survive it. If you see this video, I did. All right, you'll know I did. All right, so I'll end the video here. Just remind everybody, don't be like me. Don't travel alone. You know, get out with a group. All right, you know, but most importantly, get out and enjoy life. Enjoy the great outdoors. Come to special places like this. Have fun. You know, take images and share them with your friends, family. Put them on, you know, Instagram, wherever you like, but, you know, just get outside and enjoy life. All right, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, and until I see you again, stay safe.